Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching Young Justice Phantoms, episode 22. I mean, this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the last arc of Phantoms this whole season. Where has the time gone? It feels like just a few episodes, a few weeks ago, where the first three episodes randomly dropped right after the first trailer, right? And I made the off the top of my head decision to react to this show rather than just watching it on my own time, which was a great decision, by the way, because you guys have all, popped in here to watch the show in greater numbers than anything else on my channel. So thanks for that. But this is it. The last arc it was good, maybe a little unfocused on the main story, on Rocket's story, but whatever. Each arc so far has been unique, to say the least, right? We focused on different members of the original team, and they've each told some very different stories while keeping some important through lines. And this is the last four episodes of the season where all those through lines have to come together in some way to finally reach some kind of conclusion, right? And, I'm just excited. Also, while handling all of that, this is also Dick Grayson's mini arc. So he was my favorite of the original team. So I'm excited to finally get to see him. Yeah, I just want to get into the episode. So let's just get into it. Oh yeah, Speedster. Very healthy. But he's a Kryptonian. Rescue and search. Backwards. Oh, it's this guy again. Haley's. Right? Is this a flashback or is this current time? I can't remember what happened. There was this whole arc with him and the absorbing man? No, that's not the purple guy. I remember this arc fondly because, Dick tried to pass it off as like an official mission when he just wanted to go handle something himself. I do remember these two had a bit of a thing in season 1, which I did want to happen, but I guess it didn't. Back at the Phantom Zone, and as I was reminded, I should definitely call these guys the Zod Squad. Oh. Focus, then you can draw the symbol. That's not good, because they'll remember that at least. Because I think I was right in that there was somebody around here walking around with that crest. Oh, look at their immediate looks of distrust.
4 hours.
Please. He's fine. He's in the Phantom Zone. More Zatanna spell translations. I really thought I was done. But here we are. Revealed the scene. The seance? What is this? Oh.
Probably not connected, but it's
I mean, they're connected, kind of. I never thought this would be a recurring location. After that, first conversation between Bruce, like, you gotta take responsibility over Cal.
I've got to find another place to drink coffee.
You really do, Clark. You really do.
I know it feels like 1,000.
Oh, you've been here longer than you thought.
You are Superboy.
Well, all the information's coming out, that's for sure. I thought he already had suspicions, but...
Killed him.
Wait, Kal-El... Is there no Supergirl in this universe? I thought there was.
If anyone
Am I wrong?
eavesdrops, they'll think we're talking. Who are they?
I mean, he can't really say. It's kind of like that time travel nonsense.
Identities are strictly on a need-to-know
Ugh,
basis.
come on, obviously they need to know.
We need to know.
I don't understand the excuse. It needs to be on a need-to-know basis. Well, it's like, we wouldn't be asking if we didn't need to know.
But that's no.
The two power core are
Hey!
accounted for.
That's another member of the gang back together.
Again, frame by frame.
I mean, do you need to? Do you have any others? I mean,
Freeze.
you can't say Jay did it, but obviously it's...
There's your time
So
connection.
you guys, I don't know how many times I usually cut this out when I'm editing, but every time I have the thought that I'm not talking enough during a video, I always talk too much, right? And the video goes really long. But I have to chop it down. So I keep thinking about it every single time.
I'm honestly not sure.
Boom! Now we got 4. Come on, let's get the gang together.
Say it was just
Reveal the memories we seek. Reveal my...
Connor's in the Phantom Zone?
Yes! Finally, they put it together.
Trapped. For months.
No. Don't be guilty now. Go.
Bit of a leap, isn't it?
Maybe.
But he's right, so it doesn't matter.
He was with 2 other time travelers.
Ding, ding, ding. Can you see his brain power here? Dick was one of the smartest the team had. And he's
Seriously,
reaching. He's completely right.
Bart made a choice.
Ugh.
We should trust him on it.
I mean, not completely.
Asking for help.
I mean, Bart kind of doesn't need your help. But
he spent a lot
put that
of
aside.
time hanging.
You two dated him. You tell me.
Wait, you too
He's right.
dated him?
Fine, but now what?
He dated Rocket too?
Projector was
Dick, my boy.
destroyed.
Stand down.
Why would he lie?
We must look. A yellow sun? Is that significant?
Oh, that's interesting, right? They've been locked in here, so they have no clue about their superpowers. At least they won't be expecting Superman to be alive, because Connor thinks he killed him.
There is no air in the Phantom Zone. Never mind. We'll both go.
Brain dead Connor is just... Hey, thank you for waking up. Maybe you can knock some sense into him. Hey! Boom! That makes 5. We're collecting the gang.
I believe I have finally come to terms with Connor's death.
Ah! About that. You didn't really need to. He's fine. It's like,
What do you mean?
I can't imagine the reactions. It's like, I just got over this guy's dying and you're telling me
Hold your
this was
places.
pointless?
I will summon Clarion to appear inside a mystic circle that the 5 of us
We really are hitting all the hits, are we?
Oh,
Oh, Lord of Chaos, I summon thee. Thank you. Makes my life easier if I can translate it right here.
Hey, it's the poor little witch girl.
I love his like, puts on the whole show and it's like, oh, it's just you.
You thought I'd be afraid to enter Fate's tower, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Hate this good.
Alright, can't get out with a fight, can we? Ah, I like this. Mimicry powers.
Got too roomy a bubble. Let's see what we could do about that.
Makes the fights more interesting, though. Nope, I did not get that.
Really?
Weed killer. Kill this. Shoot. Stars of the... No, stairs.
Come on.
Dynamite. In the main of the... Nope. Charge you with the honor of... Oh, well, never mind. She explained it herself, so I don't need to... Why didn't you just do this in the first place, Zatanna? See, Zatanna, you should have done this in the first place.
An attempt to release Zod now.
Well, she's not wrong. You fudged yourself over.
Maybe your chance to turn the tables will come.
One of the few times villains admit the fact that leaving the heroes alive will probably turn against them. Wait, why did they have power inhibitor collars in the first place?
Oa, here we come.
Have we seen Oa in the Young Justice? Index card. Oh, we're just done. Wait, is a person inside the box? Could you guys give me some info on this, please? Oh no! An 11-year-old child. He's inside there. Why? Memory of Ed Asner. And that was episode 22, Rescue and Search. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure why the title is what it is. I mean, they didn't really do much rescuing, huh? Just a lot of searching. I have to say, from this episode alone, right, this is probably one of the better arcs for me personally, right? Seeing the original team back together is always the best part of this show, right? The reason I continued watching this show all the way back when I first found it was because of those original characters, right? The team, how they interacted, right? And how they explored this wider DC universe. And as the show has gone on, they've explored so many far-reaching corners of the universe, but it's almost over encumbering, right? There's just so much happening. And it seems like all that feeling of the show that I started with is gone. But when you have these characters back in one room again, working together, that's when you finally feel like, hey, that show, the original Young Justice, that's back a little. Largely, this episode was going over stuff we already knew, right? As we watched Dick Grayson puzzle out everything that's been happening over the course of this season. The time travelers, the Connors being in the Phantom Zone, all that stuff he's figuring out off the top of his head. And while the rest of the team may not believe him immediately, we as the audience know that he's pretty spot on. At the same time, the Zod squad gets a crash course on what's been happening outside of the Phantom Zone. I mean, it has been a while, right? They're learning that it would be a shock, right? Throwing away all their evilness. Just imagine you were thrown in prison, right? And you were thrown in prison. You were meant to only be in prison for like X amount of years, and then you suddenly find out that it's been so much longer, and your home was destroyed, right? It's just, I don't know. It is heartbreaking, right? It is not something you'd want to learn. It's not something you'd easily accept learning. So their reaction is actually quite realistic. Honestly, I don't have too much else to say. This was the first episode, and I really truly enjoyed getting back to know with the characters that I know and love. Thank you for watching. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction where that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.